Hey guys, Shanti Phillips here with a brand new all-horror unboxing video. I got sent some really cool stuff from the guys at Nameless Entertainment. I'll have a link below for their website. It's a German releasing company. They sent me some stuff in the past, some really cool busts, some horror busts. They sent one for Evil Dead and for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. Well, now they sent over the brand new bust here for Ash vs. Evil Dead, the complete series. Now in here though, it actually, I'm going to show you guys a closer look in a second, but in here though, it's like the bust though of you know, the Ash character, Bruce Campbell's character Ash from the show and from the films, but it actually only includes, it says in here, season 1 and 2. It's limited to 1,500 units. But it actually only includes season 1 and 2, and it has a space in there in the actual media book for season 3. So I don't know for sure when season 3 is releasing, but I'll make sure to let you guys know and everything when that one releases. And this is a really cool, it's a hand-colored bust, and like I said, I'm going to show you a closer look at it in a second. But here's a look at the box and everything from this. And I took everything out because it's really, really heavy, and inside there's all kinds of styrofoam, and I was getting them all over the floor and everything, so I thought it might be much easier to do it like that to get you guys a closer look and everything. But inside though, first though, like I said, the Mediabook is inside here, and inside though, like I mentioned, it has the 4 discs, but then it has space here and space here. And I believe, like I said, that season 3 is going to be releasing later. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure how all that's working or anything, but they sent this over here, you know, to show you guys and let you guys know that this is available. But inside of here though, you get like pictures from the show and you know, like some stuff about the episodes and everything, some photos and everything. Now, this is a region-free release, so you guys can watch these Blu-rays on any region. There's no region code locking or anything like that on these ones, but a really, really cool thing. But I'm going to show you guys the huge bust thing here for the show, and it's a character, like I said, of Ash, Bruce Campbell's character. This thing is enormous. It's huge all around. The ones, like I said, that they sent in the past for Evil Dead and for for Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, they were huge, but not this big. This thing is really, really heavy. And I believe too, they're going to be releasing coming up. I'm not 100% sure when. There's going to be one I saw some pictures of for Wrong Turn, which looks amazing. Like, you know, for the first Wrong Turn movie. I don't know if it's going to have some of the later films or it's just the first movie only. But what I saw looks so cool. So hopefully be able to show you that one down the line when that one releases. Like I said, I'm going to just show you a close-up of this in a second. But I'll just, like, all around though, like I said, this thing is so cool and like super heavy. And on the back too, it has a spot where you guys can put the actual Blu-ray. So the Blu-ray goes into here just like this, and it can be, you know, I'll show you in the close-up, though, how this is all going to work. So now we're going to cut to the close-up, a closer look at this bust. So now we're going to take a closer look here at this bust in, you know, detail. Now, right here on the bottom, though, it has Ash versus Evil Dead in the lettering here. This is just so cool. Like, I know a lot of times, though, in the past, I've accidentally called this Ash versus the Evil Dead. But on here, though, it has, like, the blood splatter on the logo here. So cool. And here's, like, a look down at the bottom of here. Kind of done to look like the ground and everything. It has like leaves and everything, but you know, the actual chainsaw, this part of the chainsaw is actually magnetic, so it comes off just like this. So it's kind of like, so it wouldn't get mixed, you know, messed up in shipping or anything like that. The actual rifle is just like that as well. It comes off the same way. But here's a closer look at the detail of, you know, Bruce Campbell's character's face here, and like go down here and show the belts and everything on his wardrobe. And this is actually hand painted as well. Just a really, really amazing detail here on this set. Look around here at the back. And like I said, the you know, has the holster for the gun, and this is magnetic as well. And here too, like I was mentioning, this is, you can put the Blu-ray inside of here. So this is where it goes in. It has this like rope thing, you know, to remove the Blu-ray. But a really, really cool, amazing, great detail on this one. And like I was mentioning, I believe I mentioned they're going to be putting out a one for Wrong Turn in the future. So really interested in seeing what, you know, what that one looks like. But just a really, really cool one. So like, so cool that they sent this one over to show you guys to check this thing out here. Now that was a closer look at the bust, but they also sent over 3 other new media books to show you guys. Now these ones, Two of them are region free, and then one of them is region locked. So one is region locked to region B. So you guys would have to have a all region Blu-ray player to play this specific release. This is George Romero's Diary of the Dead, and this really cool limited media book here. And the thing that's cool too is they do usually with theirs like limited, where they have limited covers, like a couple different cover runs, different images and stuff like that. And they usually are limited to a certain amount. So on their website and stuff, they have pictures of all the different alternate covers they have. This is the main cover that I remember for Diary of the Dead, like the poster art and everything. I remember seeing this one in theaters, and I really liked this movie. I remember meeting George Romero like a couple, maybe 2 months or so after this release. And this released at the time too, like right after Cloverfield. So like there's all kind of comparisons. This movie was like getting compared at the time when it was like getting reviewed and everything to Cloverfield. And this movie was actually shot like, I think it was like a year or so, a little over a year before Cloverfield even came out. So it was done way before Cloverfield. But I remember talking to George Romero about that, and he was all like, yeah, everyone was comparing it to Cloverfield. And this was kind of like, at the time, right when Cloverfield came out, it was kind of like the other resurgence of more found footage movies again. Because like, you know, there was the Blair Witch Project, and then there was some found footage around that time. And then when Cloverfield came out, then there started being a whole bunch more found footage movies. And then the found footage movies were kind of becoming more like, instead of like being like a small scale kind of movie, they were becoming big budget movies done found footage style. So it was kind of like changing at that point. Once Cloverfield came out, it started being these big Hollywood type movies, you know, with, you know, kind of like the creatures and all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of like the time this came out, around that time when it was starting the second resurgence of found footage. Because, you know, of course the original found footage was Cannibal Holocaust, one of the, you know, the earliest renditions of it. Then, you know, was Blair Witch, and then, you know, Cloverfield is when they all started coming back again. But inside of here, though, like I said, it's the media book, and it has pictures from the movie and all that kind of stuff inside of here. But a really cool media book for this one. Like I said, they have all kind of different alternate covers. I don't know how many alternate covers there are for this one. I believe there are some, but one of the other ones they sent, and I know there's an alternate cover for this, and this is Faces of Death. And I can't show you guys too much inside of this one because it's like some really gross images and stuff like that. This is one of those kind of like shockumentaries that were made back in the day. They made a number of different ones of these, and they did like Traces of Death as well, which were kind of, I don't think they were related. I think they were kind of like copies kind of the Faces of Death series. I think there might have been like 4 or 5 Faces of Death. And like then there was like the Guinea Pig series, which was similar a little bit. But if you guys don't know the Faces of Death series, they were like essentially kind of like the early days of like footage that was supposed to, like shocking stuff that was supposed to kind of be real. And there was like some real footage in here of like deaths and terrible things that were happening. But then there was like a lot of like fake stuff that was kind of you know, like really over the top and ridiculous. But back in the day when this was like made, a lot of people were really convinced that this was real and everything. And I remember these actually really did creep me out. I don't think I've ever actually seen any of the sequels. They're kind of hard to get, and like I don't think they were ever put on Blu-ray, any of the sequels. I think the only one that ever came out on Blu-ray was the first movie. They do have kind of controversies to them as well, because like I said, there's a mixture of some real stuff in them, like a little bit, and then like a lot of this like fake stuff. But inside of here, like I said, it's the media book edition, and has the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is region free, so you guys can watch that one on any Blu-ray player. But the actual DVD, though, the DVD is region locked, so you guys would have to have an all-region player for that one. And the last media book that they sent over, and this is one that in the US, this has never come to Blu-ray, so this is really cool to have this. I've always loved this movie, and this one is a region-free release as well, so you guys can watch this one on any Blu-ray player. You don't need to have any, you know, region-free player, all region players. This one will play on any US player, and you know, all these ones I checked and everything. But this is the Rutger Hauer film that he stars in, The Hitcher, which is, you know, they made a remake to this movie. And then they actually made a sequel. I think the sequel had Jake Busey in it, unless I'm totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure. But this also has Jennifer Jason Leigh is in this movie, as well as, you know, C. Thomas Howell. And this is essentially, though, like this hitchhiker who's going around killing people, and this kid gets involved with him, and he's kind of making this guy's life like a living nightmare. And I always really love this movie, just a really, really cool movie, and so cool to have this one on Blu-ray. And it has on here a commentary track on here with it's in German here, so I can't say for sure. It's like a Rutger Hauer, and then I think it was the director on here, a documentary on the film, a teaser and theatrical trailer in this one. And this one is limited. I think this edition has 550 copies, I believe. And I don't know the alternate cover arts for this. Like I said, I'm going to link to their website so you guys can see. Like I said, the Blu-ray is all region. Now the DVD, though, the DVD is region locked, so you guys would have to have a region-free player to play that. But the Blu-ray would play in US players, no problem. Now inside of here, though, it's got pictures from the movie. This is a really, really intense, kind of sad movie as well, but I've always really loved this, and one that I was always really hoping to get a Blu-ray release. So glad this one actually finally has a Blu-ray release, which is region-free as well, so you guys can watch this one, you know, in the US, even if you don't have a region-free player. And I know I always say that a lot, but I always get a lot of questions about, you know, region-free and what that means and everything. Like, essentially, though, just to clear it all up, if I say something is, you know, all region, that means, though, if it's a disc that is from another country, but they don't put a code on it, so or anything to lock the disc. So if you had a disc that was a region-locked disc, if you put that into an American Blu-ray player, it would put a thing up on there that says, sorry, this disc cannot be played because this is a region B disc, or this is a region-locked disc. But, like, for example, with the Hitcher, that one is a disc that doesn't have any region locking in it, so you guys would put that into a US Blu-ray player or a Blu-ray player anywhere, it would just come up and play normally. But if it was a region locked, you know, it wouldn't work. So I just kind of want to explain that, just because I always get a lot of questions. But anyway, though, thanks so much for Nameless Entertainment for sending over these really cool things to show you guys. Like I said, I have a link below for their website so you guys can find out more about them. Anyway, though, guys, thanks so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.